Grandmother gave me a kitten before she passed away, and it was my most important connection to her. Later, I came home from work to find the kitten missing, and my fiancé said she must have gotten out through the doggy door. My fiancé, 28M, and I, 28F. We've been together 5 years and engaged for 1. Anyway, 2 months ago my grandmother gave me a 2-month-old kitten that was bred from her cat. It was her cat's only litter and she only had 3 kittens. The cat itself is special because she comes from a long line of cats that have been in our family for a very long time, talking about late 1800s here. Yes, the cat is purebred, but we do not breed and sell them. All the cats stay in our family. It's been a tradition and my whole family loves it. Having a pet lineage that goes back to our own is extremely special. Even my great-grandmother jokingly made a cat family crest with her cat, and we all loved and adopted it. It's used at family gatherings and special occasions, and it always causes a lot of laughter. A month ago, my grandmother passed away, and it's completely devastated me. Having a kitten from her own cat has made me feel closer to her, and I bonded with her this last month. My mom received my grandmother's cat since she didn't have her own, and in total with that one, there are only 4 remaining cats. 2 for grandchildren, 1 for mom, and 1 for my uncle. So this has been what's brought us together. Now for the problem, which still has me in tears. My fiancé has never approved of the whole cat thing, and says we support breeders and killing of shelter animals because the cats are full bred. Like I said before, we do not sell the cats and they stay within the family, so I have no idea where he gets this idea from. I also live in a rural part of the country, and own my house on a big piece of land and have dedicated my life to helping animals. I help out the human society and take in farm animals and foster them until they find new homes. I currently have 1 horse, 3 goats, 4 rabbits and many chickens. In addition, I also have 2 rescue dogs and 2 rescue cats that I love. So it was kind of insulting and hurtful to be told that I supported kitty mills and breeders. It wasn't until my grandmother passed away that he began to express these feelings, and I was thinking that he would get over it. Instead, it's turned into a disaster. I came home from work 2 days ago to find my kitten missing. I searched everywhere and couldn't find her. She's only 4 months old, so she likes to hide, but never for a long time. It was my fiancé's day off, so I asked him if he had seen her, and he said he saw her playing by the doggy door and that she must have gotten out. This is where I lost it. I just broke down and started crying, and I've been a mess since then. These cats cannot survive outside. They don't know how to climb trees. Their long hair will kill them in the heat, and there are tons of coyotes outside. My fiancé hugged me and told me it would all be okay and that we could look around. So we went outside until it got dark with our flashlights and searched for hours, and nothing. He said he was tired, so we went back home, and since then he gets annoyed when I bring her up in tears. I'm devastated and hurt. I feel like he doesn't even care about what's happening, since he hasn't even acknowledged that she's gone so far. He wouldn't even help put posters for her, because he says no one lives near us anyway. I'm thinking it doesn't matter and that she may have wandered up the road, so there's a chance someone picked her up. This whole change in attitude has sideswept me and has made me look at him in a different light. I know he didn't like her, but to be so cold and uncaring is just cruel. I even asked him how he would feel if it were one of our other cats, and he says it's different because they've been with us for years. I don't know what to do now. I'm a mess and I feel like I don't even know this man. He doesn't care about how much of a mess I am. She was the most important connection to my grandmother I had, and now she's gone. I feel like all the healing that I had from her passing away is undone, and I can't even go to work now. What should I do? How can I talk to him and get him to understand that his cold behavior is hurting me? Edit 1. I'm going out and into town to drop off posters before places close and taking other suggestions of the whole litter box thing. I'm going to Skype with my fiancé in a few hours, so I hope he's more open about what happened that day. I'll add another edit after I do. Edit 2. I just spoke with some friends at the Humane Society and they know someone who has a tracking dog. They're willing to come out and help look for her as a thank you for everything I've done for them. I'm also going to Skype my fiancé now. We'll update after to say how the conversation goes. Edit 3. Just finished Skyping with my fiancé. He knew something was wrong right off the bat. He asked if I was taking the kitty thing hard, and I said yes, I was, and told him and laid out how important she was not only to me, but to my family. He got really quiet and said he would try to come tomorrow to help look for her. He also apologized for the way he's been acting, because the way he grew up wasn't as family focused as I was, and crying was seen as a weakness and he was often grounded for it, so it's something he has no idea what to about. I asked him again what happened that day and he said his mom visited him in the morning and actually lectured him about how he wasn't doing enough, and continued to insult him how he wasn't the one that wore the pants in the relationship because everything we had came from me. He says that he asked her to leave and went to the room to take a shower and afterwards doesn't remember if the cat was there. His mom isn't an active member in our lives. She hates the wealthy and has constantly called me spoiled, and now I'm thinking she may be a part of the kitty's disappearance. I asked my fiancé if he would ask her about it and he said he would do whatever I wanted to find the kitten. I'll update tomorrow when he gets here and I hope we can at least resolve everything. Edit 4. The dog is here to do the search. Have also talked to my fiancé about what happened and I'll write a new update in a few hours since this is getting pretty long. Update 1. Before the update, I would like to add that I was a bit emotional when I wrote the last post. My fiancé had just left for work for what would have been 2 to 3 days and I felt abandoned by him. In my mind I felt extremely alone, and I expressed that through words here on Reddit. Today I'm doing a lot better, but I feel like my head is having an information overload and it's difficult to write everything without making it jumbled, but I'll try my best. Update: my fiancé is back home and we had our friends from the Humane Society join us with their dog. Thank you so much to those who suggested this. The dog was super sweet and smelled everything outside and found no scent. We're not sure if it's just the dog or it's because the cat was never outside, but everyone agrees it's more towards the later. Either way, I'm super thankful that they would do this for me. I never imagined in a million years that this amount of support would come from the community here in my hometown. A few of them have helped put up posters that I dropped off yesterday, and the vets and people who work at the shelter know of the situation. I'm also trying Reddit's suggestions of putting toys and her stuff outside to encourage her to come back. I would also like to add that I spoke one-on-one to my fiancé and he went more into detail with how he was raised. This included opening up about physical abuse he received when he was younger. He went into detail and it made me want to hug him. He said everything he and his siblings did was always watched, and one thing his mom hated the most was crying. He would be beaten when he would cry because his mom said if he needed to cry, she would give him a reason to. Her choice of punishment was a studded belt which she would use to hit him anywhere she could. His dad never stopped it and wasn't really a father figure to any of them. In my fiancé's eyes, being stoic about some situations is what he was taught to do, and he doesn't know other ways of reacting to it. He does talk to his mom once a week, and he says he talked to her the week after my grandmother died. She told him if he didn't stop acting like a woman and catering to my needs, that I would leave him. She also gave him a lot of scolding about the kitten, since she's the one that's put the whole purebred animals or evil mindset in their family. He said he did think of the cat as part of our family already, so he began to feel overwhelming guilt for owning her. That's the main reason why he started pulling back and going into the mindset he grew up with again. I asked him if he would like to come to therapy with me on Friday and talk more about it, and he agreed. He also apologized for the way he's been acting and said he understood how it looked terrible on his part. Finally, he called his mom, but every call he made went straight to voicemail and no text message was answered. He's also been blocked on social media by her, and I really do believe she had a big part in the kitten's disappearance. My fiancé is not a very good liar, and he's been honest about everything so far. He said he doesn't know exactly what happened that day since he shut down with his mom's yelling and slapping, and that it wasn't until I got home that he really got out of a daze he was in. At this point he was sad. I've never seen him full on cry, but it looked like he was close to it. He blames himself for not being more careful and promised to do anything I wanted to repair damage. So for now that means helping me look for her and annoying his mom until she answers. He also said he wants to cut contact with her, but doesn't know how because she's constantly forcing herself into his life. I'm hoping after all these incidents that she will no longer be in our lives. Thank you all again. It's been a huge eye-opener here and has definitely made me look at things differently. It's uncovered a lot more than I thought it would, and I hope things will get better. I'll update again if I get any new information on the kitten or after I go therapy with my fiancé. Edit 1. My fiancé, along with my mother and I, will go to fiancé's mom's house. We weren't able to go today due to other things going on, but tomorrow is a good day. Edit 2. I'm really sorry guys, I really am. I couldn't go today. Unfortunately, fostering animals comes with responsibilities and I do have some sick ones, and I can't leave on short notice without making sure they're well taken care of. I've made arrangements for tomorrow so I can have the whole day to travel up to her house and see if my cat is there. Trust me, I plan on leaving very early in the morning. I'm not able to do everything at once like some of you want me to. It's impossible and it really does hurt. I want my kitty back so much, but adult responsibilities are something I can't get away from. I know some of you can't understand, and I apologize, but just know I'm calling and trying to pull as much strings to see if I can locate her. I'm going to sleep now to get up in morning, and I'll update again after I get back. Edit 3. We're currently in fiancé's mom's city. We arrived at her house around 6 a.m. and she wasn't there. We seriously considered breaking in because we felt really anxious, but my mom told us to wait and then went and knocked on the neighbor's door at like 10-ish. They were nice and said she was gone for the week and was visiting her son, assuming fiancé's brother. If there was ever a moment I wanted to rip my hair out, it would be then. Fiancé's brother lives all the way in Amarillo, which is almost 8 hours away. We're still here in the city and we're still going to vets around the area that she lives in to drop off pictures to inform them what happened. So far people have been nice about it. We're going to try to get in touch with fiancé's brother and see what's happening. We've also filed a police report in her city already. They were able to do it over the phone, which was nice. I'll update if anything comes up. Until then, thank you all. Trust me, we're trying our best with the resources we have. We're going to stake out her house for a while to see if she shows up too. Update 2. Not a lot has happened since I last updated. I still don't have my kitten back, but we've made posts about it and reported her missing with her microchip. I've now been to therapy twice with my fiancé. Overall he seems to be reacting well to it and says he feels like a huge weight has been lifted off his shoulder. He's wanted me to be there the 2 times he's gone, and they've been very emotional sessions. His past is a lot darker than I would have thought, and it explains why he acts the way he does at times. I've noticed he's become more open now. He talks about things that he would have otherwise ignored and tells me how he's feeling instead of staying quiet about it. He looks like a happier person and he will continue to go to therapy separately. As for his mom, We went to her home again after she got back and we were met with yelling and threats. She accused us of stalking her and sending people to spy on her. She went on a rant on how she's happy my kitten is gone because then I would feel how she did when I robbed her of her son. She said he turned into a pussy and a faggot since he started dating me and she wished he could have found someone who was actually a woman of the house. Apparently she hates that I'm the breadwinner and it makes him look like he's just a sugar baby. In reality he does more work around the farm than me and works a lot more than I do. If he weren't there, nothing would be possible. I did see firsthand how he gets with her yelling though. He tenses up and just blanks out, like if he mentally shuts down. Even when she went to hit him, it's like he didn't notice. My mom called her a cunt and told her she was a horrible mother and then Fiancé's mom tried to attack her. My mom just grabbed her arm and twisted it and Fiancé's mom screamed. The neighbor came running out of their house and asked if everything was okay and Fiancé's mom started yelling how we were attacking her in her own home and how she wants a restraining order. We left after that and went back home. My fiancé's phone has been blowing up with texts and calls from his brother asking why we attacked his mom and how he betrayed them. His mom did file a police report against my mom and I don't think we'll be able to get near her to see if she took my cat. All in all, it's just been tiring. I don't know what my next step is and I'm just worn out. Update 3, I just got a call from a vet in a small town between here I live and fiancé's mom house. They have my kitty. Someone brought her in and wanted her microchipped, but she already had one. The whole reporting her missing with it worked. Thank you for everyone who suggested that. I'm crying now. I'm driving there now. I'll keep updating now. I want to press charges. I know for sure my fiancé's mom sold or gave her to that person. The person who has her is insisting it's her cat and is still there. I'm still a bit away and there's traffic. I need advice on how to handle the entire fiancé's mom thing. Should I go at her full force? I'm shaking so bad right now, I don't know what I should do. Update, we just left the vet's office. I have her back. She's been purring like crazy and is her happy little self. I'm bawling, I missed her so much. When we got there, the lady was indeed fiancé's mom's friend. She was fighting tooth and nail to keep her. We told her we filed a police report as well as had her missing with her microchip. This lady did not want to hear it. I told her I could call the police and let them decide, because I had all her paperwork, her CFA registration, her health records and much more. She backed off after that. My fiancé was the calm one and explained to her that we were going to press charges against his mom for robbery, and that she could either be considered an accomplice to that or she could testify against her. I don't think she thought we were serious until my fiancé said that. She said my fiancé was a horrible son for even thinking of turning on his mom like that. I countered that my fiancé's mom was the one who stole my kitty. She went into my home and took something that wasn't hers. My kitty also had a collar with a few stones in it, was less than 1K, but that's missing also and I kind of bluffed and said it was like they stole jewelry too. The collar wasn't there and I'm guessing she didn't something with it because she was fiddling. During all this one of the vet assistants called the police, and 2 of them arrived shortly after. We got her to make a statement against fiancé's mom and they also got ours. They said it was a good thing that we already had a paper trail. It de-escalated after that and we were able to talk through everything. I guess this woman was just lonely and was talking had fiancé's mom about it, and shortly after fiancé's mom took my kitten and went and sold it to her the same day. She said she only bought her for $50 and that the kitty was so sweet that even when she knew we were looking for her, fiancé's mom told her that she didn't want to give her up. She ended up talking her to the vet because the kitty kept scratching her ears and had a lot of fluid in them and she was worried about her. She has no experience with Persians and thought she had an eye infection because of the eye stains and everything. Vet said kitty is fine, but that she has a yeast infection in her ears that's causing her eyes to water more than usual, and it's causing discomfort in her ears. He gave us drops and said to use them twice a day and she should be good in a couple of weeks. After that, I spoke one-on-one with the lady, and told her I could sponsor an adoption for a kitten if she wanted me to, and she said she would love that. She's older and really only wanted a companion, but it's clear that my kitten was too high maintenance for her. Kitty's butt is full of poop and she has knots all over. We're going to meet up next week to do that. As for fiancé's mom, police seemed hesitant on arresting her for just a cat, so they didn't want to do anything. They said it was up to the San Antonio Police Department to do it, so that's our next step I guess. We're almost home now. I'm worn out and feel like I can take a nap for days.